they just buckled. They just absolutely buckled under this. And a wonderful assault here by the British. Just take everything, just take everything. Oh, what a shot. Oh, broken. Yes, the finest crash. Greetings and welcome to episode 75, my Empire Total War Darth mod Great Britain campaign. And this, my friends, right after the last time, where we have the city we've only just captured, now besieged by Polish forces. And once again, Poland has been the absolute thorn in our side for many a year. Before we had peace with them, a substantial peace with them, that's allowed us to actually remove France, eliminate France, capture all of their lands, their empire, and also push against Spain as well. But now it looks like we might have just pushed them over the edge by, it looks like they don't want us to really sort of expand any further. They're trying to put a hold on our expand. We've also got a sizable Polish force moving towards Amsterdam, but we can deal with that force. But Dresden really is on the very extreme here of our empire. It really is sort of this long finger that sort of pokes into Polish territory either side of it. So it's quite isolated. We've got Hanover not too far away, but that Hanoverian force cannot help this Dresden garrison at all. So it's effectively got to fend for itself. Now, many of the councils are saying, you can hold this battle, you've got a good chance of holding this. If you can hold Dresden, it will draw away a sizable chunk of the Polish forces. There's even been a wonderful suggestion as well that we move and we attack Poland from behind using drawing forces we have in Britain, combining them to make an army, and then using that force to strike against Poland through the Baltic Sea and striking behind the lines, but not to sort of capture areas, but to more like do raiding, economic damage, sort of try and draw forces away from the front line. Now we've also in the midst, we captured Naples as well from Spain last time. We're also just on the verge of possibly moving against Rome. If we can take Rome, that'll be a real feather in our cap. That will, it really will bring a huge production to that, to our sort of forces within the sort of Mediterranean theatre, and also give us a stepping stone across from Poland. Now Poland is only just across the water there, and if we could use Rome to our advantage there, maybe put an army group together from Rome with what we've already got there, we could strike against Poland. However, there has been a wonderful suggestion as well from the council saying that maybe we'll deal with Spain first and then we can turn our attention to Poland, maybe going on to a defensive footing with Poland and letting them just, smash their forces up against the British rock, as it were. We do have some wonderful forces at our disposal. We really do. elite veterans, really battle-hardened troops as well, so they're not going to be a pushover by any stretch of the imagination. But we are up against it here. As you can see, these armies here are not at full strength by any means. However, we are encamped, entrenched behind full fortifications here, which is excellent to see. But look at the cannon here. It's an absolute... The cannon they've got here will just absolutely do huge damage to us if we're not careful. Now they've got a lot of cavalry, but not much to assault us in terms of this. If we can do a lot of damage, we've got 3 howitzers ourselves. If we can keep our cavalry back, we do have 3 regiments of horse, which have to be retrofitted eventually. If we can keep these back and then strike out against these here on the back line, because they can't bring the 8-inch mortars, or, thankfully, the rocket troops, which can give you a huge problem if you're not careful. They don't really have a lot of troops that really siege us. It's the guns that really are going to give us a lot of problem. The cavalry can't do much behind the walls. We don't really have much in terms of the siege infantry that's going to break down there. We've got plenty here to deal with it. Again, a Royal Irish, really battle hardened, as you can see here. We've even got the Royal Highland Grenadiers, one of the first regiments we ever had. Again, we've got the Grenadiers, two regiments of Grenadiers, battle hardened colonial infantry as well. So really looking, very good for the defence here. But we mustn't underestimate the task in front of us here. We're still up against a powerful Polish army here, at full strength, dare I say. At full strength, so we've got to be careful here. But if we can push them back and then replenish, even add some more additional troops into the mix here, then we might be able to hold them. Because that's down to 30 men here, the 30th Regiment of Foot. Really have taken quite a beating here. Right, let's begin. Enough talking. Let's try and defend Dresden here. If we can hold Dresden, we could draw significant forces away from Amsterdam. They've sent a sizable force towards Amsterdam, so quite clearly they want to try and break us on that front as well there. We can't allow that to happen at all. We've got to hold here. And we will hold, my friends, believe me. We've got the howitzers. Thankfully, the howitzers are at full strength. They will be pivotal in this battle. That fire support. Now, we know we've got this sort of topography here. It's not going to really concern us, but we want to keep the cavalry away from the front lines. We need to do this. If we can put the cavalry potentially in here and move them around the battlefield. There they are. So the demarcation line is way back here. Should be there it is. If we can use the cavalry and sweep around, or even move from this flank here around, and we've got to try and deal with that artillery if possible, waiting for that right moment to strike. But we'll probably put our cavalry way out into this forested area here, and that way then, when the right time is strike, we can then strike against that artillery. We've got to deal with that artillery fast. Now, we've got a good complement of troops here. The first thing to do is let's get these cavalry. A gentleman. Well, the cavalry's in still pretty good shape here, so that's a good thing to see. We'll just put them there for the meantime. But they will be going out here on the extreme left here. Now, howitzers here are going to play an important role. So immediately we're going to set them. We don't need that there, but we're going to set them. Got them on quick lime, so that should do a fair share of damage. But we are going to take a pounding. These walls are going to take a real pounding here, so we've got to be on the ball here. Right, let's bring all our troops onto the parade ground here. 29th Regiment. Look lively. 8th Grenadiers will keep the sort of elite units on one side here. 55th Regiment here, Royal Irish. 9th Grenadiers. Yes, 3rd Grenadiers. 6th Grenadiers. As you can see, we've got a lot of elite infantry here. I wonder if we have to barricade these up here. Might prove worth, but we're just going to try and do our best here. We've got this regiment here, which is not going to really prove valuable in terms of, we might just put them on the walls to add that little bit of oomph to the fire support. We've got the 23rd, 34th. We're still in pretty good shape considering the battle for Dresden was pretty brutal. 38th, 39th, put the 39th here. Last but not least, the 17th. And the Rangers, of course. I wonder if we can put the Rangers, 30th Regiment here. Or 30 men, should I say, of the regiment. Well, 30th Regiment have got 30 men in it. We've got the Rangers. Do we set the Rangers out on in the front lines here? They don't have, unfortunately, they don't have any mines, which is a little bit of a shame. We don't want to waste any men here on the outside, but unless we can use them to attack that artillery. I think we might be asking a little bit too much of them if we do that. So we'll set the Rangers inside. We don't lose any men. We just can't throw them away. We'll let the cavalry do their job, and that'll be hunting down that artillery. Now I think we've got everything we can here. We have indeed. And we've also got here General Mel the Greek, which is an absolute wonder. Look at that. Now, parade ground is looking, oh look at that, well done sir. Well organised, efficient, but highly, highly motivated here. Now, I think we'd like to keep our elite units, just in case they break through the walls, but we can set ourselves fair here. The 17th here is indestructible, this area here, so we're not going to be seeing anything coming down here. I think we'll have the 23rd here. Gentlemen, because you want them to be on the guns here. Gentlemen, please. There's a chance they're going to come along this right flank as well. 39th here. Gentlemen, 29th Regiment, we'll just have them on the guns here. So make sure we've got the front covered. 34th further down here, just so they try and clamber up here. Indeed, we'll have the 38th Regiment here. Remember, we can adjust this as we see how the Poles are going to unfurl here. Now we've got the 30th Regiment here, so we'll just put them here in this sort of part that just juts out from the main structure, from the main wall here. We've got 30 men, every man counts here, so even 30 guns will count. My goodness me, it's going to be a brutal fight, I think. Now we've got the Grenadiers. We'll put the 6th Regiment here of Grenadiers on the extremities. Now we've got these gentlemen here, which we could hold back. The Rangers could prove useful here, but where do we put the Grenadiers? I think we might put the Rangers out on here, but then again, I don't want to throw away many men at all. That's really not what we're about. I think we'll keep these regiments. Actually, we'll just put the Rangers along here, just in case. You never know. Oh my goodness me, look at that. What a joy to see. Now, let's just set, we've got 4 regiments in reserve, elite regiments in reserve. We'll put the general here. We've got to be careful here because he will target the general if they see him. We're going to bring these gentlemen here out of harm's way. We don't want to lose any men at all if we can help it. If we can hold them off with the minimum amount of force, that will suit us down to the ground, it really will. So we can react if we see them coming in at different angles we're not prepared for. Putting trenches up here, what a wonder that would be, but I think that's going to cause us a lot of trouble. Now, I think we're ready here now. think we'll just pull the guns just a little bit forward here. But as soon as they come in line here, we're going to absolutely blitz them here. Coordination is going to be absolutely vital here. We've got to keep an eye on everything that's going on. We have got this right flank firmly secured here. We've got reserves, good fire support, but they've got lots of cannon. We've got to hunt that cannon down. Let's begin. Send them out onto the flanks here. Sir. Oh, look at that, right down the flank there, sir. Well done. Oh my goodness me, that's been absolutely evaporated there. Hold, gentlemen, hold the line. That's fine. There they are. They're targeting these 30 men here, but they're taking a bit of a beating here. Provincial cavalry here. Oh my goodness me. We did not expect that. Right, they're going to be attacking from this flank here, which we weren't expecting. Let's get the grenadiers up here. We can deal with this. They've held it well here. Come on, gentlemen, get in there. Oh. That was a beautiful shot, sir. Give them a volley now. Give them a volley, lads. Oh, that was a beautiful shot, sir. My compliments to the chef there. We managed to get that regiment out of there. Now, if we can creep around here and deal with their artillery again. Oh my goodness me, look at that. We're losing those gentlemen there. Far too much there, the 9th Grenadiers. Let's get them out of here. Don't walk, gentlemen. Don't walk. Oh, we lost too many men there already. A 12-pounder there is still firing. We should have gotten rid of that. That's going to cause us problems. Actually, let's give them a real good pasting here. That's a lot of cavalry there. If they want this, by Jove, they will pay for it. Patience here. Patience will pay off here. We need to pick them apart bit by bit. It's going to cost us a few men here. If we can get this hit here. See the walls here. Come on, come on. Almost, come on now. This side can hold here. We've got a lot of forces moving in now. Right, looks like they're trying to take us in. Here they come, here they come. Yes, they've gone. Get out of here, sir. Oh, they've all run. Here they come again. Get them up for, lads. Of course they're broken. They're trying to come along the back end here. We're going to be prepared for it though. Oh, look at that. What did they think was going to happen? What did they think was going to happen? Push them back, lads. Gentlemen.
Yes, sir.
Let's put them ready to move. Because we've cleared this here now. Deal with each other, let's deal with them. Let's push them off the walls, lads, come on. Yes, they've gone. That's more like it. Well done, General. Look at that. That's taking the wind out of their sails. God, what a fight that was, my goodness me. There they've gone, they've gone. Ooh, the blazes is firing on us there.
Only line of sight. Into the breach, man!
Got a high ground there. Come on, lads. Don't just stand there. Don't just stand there. Good grief, what a fight this has been here. What a fight, sir. Charge, gentlemen. That's right, send them packing. Oh, gentlemen, don't stand there like a... This is not a holiday camp. This is not a holiday camp, gentlemen. What a fight that was. What a fight. Now bring them down to here. Go past them. Go past them. What a defence. What a defence. Yes, they've had enough. They've had enough. Oh, patience has really paid off there. Oh, we gave them a damn good thrashing there, sir. If we can reinforce Dresden, it could be impenetrable. If we can reinforce this, we get these forces back up to where they need to be. They really could be impenetrable. The places is going on here. Oh, close victory, of course. What a fight. We gave them a real bloody nose there. We lost 105, but look at that. We've absolutely slaughtered them there. Lost nearly 2,500 men. Look at that. Grenadiers, 350 kills. That, my friends, 50 men remaining. What a fight. That is the calibre we have here in Dresden. Away with you, sir. Away with you. Oh, they've got a lot. Look at those two armies just waiting there to pounce. That's the problem for us, is these fleets they've got here are extraordinary. We've got to hit them back here. We're going to put that force together the council recommended in Britain, and we're going to move them into maybe attack behind here. Looks like a Russia. Now Russia's going to be dealing with Sweden here. That's why we gave Sweden Moscow. Keep Russia off our backs here, but hopefully Sweden is doing what it needs to do here in terms of keeping Russia locked down here, or even hopefully improving their own empire, because Sweden really is our main ally. We've got a trade deal with the USA, which is excellent. It really does add it adds another real notch to the belt there in terms of our trade. As you can see, we're up against Spain here as well. We've pretty much captured a good portion here of Italy, but we need to really move against Rome. If we can take Rome, we've also got to deal with these Spanish forces here as well. That's something else we've got to deal with as well. As you can see, the Poles are moving towards Amsterdam here. What will Sweden do here? We can only hope that they are building the armies they need. As you can see, we've got this force here in Karelia, Louisiana, New Spain, nothing here like St. John, local empire. Military alliance. Now that would be indeed. We don't mind doing that at all. Yeah, we'll accept that. We're friendly with them now. They're very friendly with us. So as you can see here, we're starting to build that special relationship there with the US. It's starting to form together here. We've got a military alliance, so I don't mind that at all. There we are. Just got to keep our wits about us here. Command some Saxony. That's fine. We knew that was coming. But they've got these forces here. And oh my goodness me, that's a real monstrous force there. Can we get additional regiments in here before? Let's try and get those regiments in here before they do anything else. We've got Hanover here, which is thankfully secure. Look at that. And look at that, they're immediately pushing here in towards Cologne. But what we're going to do is we're going to attempt to ambush them here. So we're pulling these forces away here. We've got them here, but we've got Brussels. But this force here, this army here, no, we don't have a general in here yet. As you can look at that force there, all British Grenadiers. Now we could ambush this Polish force here and strike hard here against them. We've got this army here as well, which is in the process of being put to. Look at that. Plenty of cannon here. I know this army was designated for something else, but still, looks like it's going to have to be used in the front lines here. What are we missing here in terms of? We've got plenty of cannon, lots of fire support here. This really would do a lot of damage, this army. And once one more regiment here will do us absolutely fine. But I think we'll try and ambush them.
Your orders, Your Majesty.
We'll keep this army here again next to Amsterdam. But if we can strike, look at this army, look at that. If this army can hit them in one of these armies in the flank here. Mind you, they are very powerful forces indeed. Look at that. Packed with Marines, Grenadier Guards. Won't repair that just yet. Gosh, that's going to cost a few shillings right there. need to deal with this Spanish army here, which I think we will do actually. But I think we need to move some of these forces here. We've got a general here, so we're going to start to form an army between like that. We've got to deal with these as well. These Polish and Spanish forces are beginning to hurt our income here quite considerably. What have we got? 20,000. Our trade here in Europe has been completely cut off. That's absolutely fine. We'll deal with the Spanish armies here. Let's replenish that there. There also. And also there. This will start bringing our economy back up to where it needs to be. But we need to move this force out, so we've got to put together, what have we got here? And then, look at that, we've got some sloops. We've also had some advice. We build and create a sort of a sloop transport sort of intel gathering fleet here, which we're going to do. We'll put this ship here. And then we've got 2 sloops of war here, the Cornwall and the Renown. We're going to put together an army here. Oh my goodness me, look at that. We can put together quite the powerful army here. We can, in the meantime, yes, I think we'll do this. Connaught Rifles. Connaught Rangers, Irish Rifles. We'll definitely be taking these gentlemen. We'll put together this. Luckily we've got the roads at full strength here. We've got these cannons, they're not really at full strength. We'll take the heavy cavalry as well. We've got the howitzers. And also 2 24-pounders. Definitely looking to take horse guards. Now the Royal British Marines, their range is only 55, which means they're going to be close quarter. I think they might be better suited to probably defensive more than anything. Actually, very devastating close back shot. Oh, I think we were taking these gentlemen with us then. Yes, I think we'll be taking these gentlemen with us. Now that added surprise. Why isn't the other Connaught Ranger gone over here? And also the guards. From Edinburgh we'll take, what do we need here? 2, 4, 6. We'll take 6 regiments from here. That's the army the council wanted us to put together, and we've done that. Not mobile in terms of its cavalry, but it's going to be an effective force if it needs to hunker down somewhere. Now we need a strike point. As you can see here, Königsberg is... But we need to map out what we've got going on here. So as the council also recommended, we'll start to put together a navy in terms of sloops of war for gathering intelligence. But how far will that get us? It'll only get us to here, which means we can't get past this here at all. Which is a bit of a menace for us, isn't it, really? It's blockaded this here entirely. So that means we're not going to really get very far in terms of that. We could land in Hanover and help push against Berlin, which looks unguarded here for the moment. We could land here and then bypass all of this, head for Berlin, but this fleet here is blockading our entrance into the Baltic, which is a real shame. Get the Royal Observatory up and repaired. Now, hopefully the army can hold here long enough for us to do some damage. But what I do want to do is we want to ambush this Polish force.
Forwards! March! Ready and waiting, Your Majesty. Ready and awaiting orders.
And we need to deal with this Spanish force here as well, quickly, all of the Spanish. And in fact, the Council have asked us to move against the Spanish quite aggressively, which we are going to do, I think. we've got Tripoli down here as well. Let's bring in 3935 there. Got a lot of Polish forces here. I wonder if Poland would take Tripoli in terms of peace. Let's see if they take Tripoli for peace. No. They're not interested in that. That's absolutely fine. We've got Naples. What we need to do is bring Naples under our control here and replenish these gentlemen. We're going to push on pretty briskly against this force here in... Look at that, nearly 10,000. My goodness me, that would do us quite nicely there indeed.
Ship and Bristol fashion, Captain.
Now we've got these two ships here in the Mediterranean, Fame and Somerset. We do have a fleet here of sloops of war, which we could use to gather intel here, but as you can see, Poland have got Istanbul as well. Now we could send the army into the Mediterranean, but that would be an incredibly difficult task, because look at this, it's effectively controlled by Spain and Poland. We're cut off here really. If we want, and they could, I mean, look at the forces down here, they could take Patras at a drop of a hat if they chose to, and there's not a thing we could do about it. We might just move this force up to here, and we'll build a trading port here, see if we can connect into the trade line here. But of course they've also got the Marseille besieged. We need to clear them out as quickly as possible. And they've besieged Bristol, and they've besieged Glasgow as well. Right, let's deal with the Spanish force here. We've just got to do one thing at a time here. We can't do any more for Dresden. All we can do is hope and pray that we can hold on for that a little bit longer. We've got 2 more regiments, hopefully inbound. But they've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 armies here moving against what looks like either Cologne or Amsterdam. We've got Brussels here as well, which I'm not sure if they'll go for. We might just move this army out here as well and be ready to strike against the flanks here. Brussels falls, we can always take it back. What we don't want is in marching into Brussels. We can actually strike from Brussels anywhere we want, ready to join this army here. I think our next task is going to be to deal with this this Spanish force here. Now, whom do we use? We've got General Monton. We've also got here General Elizabeth Ernok here as well, she is a fine commander and packing quite a punch here with this force. I think we'll use General Monton's force here to deal with the Spanish here outside Paris. I think that's what we'll do. I've got cannon-wise, plenty of cannon here. We do have a lot here in this force as well.
Yes.
Plenty of 24-pounders. Plenty of cavalry in this one as well. I think we'll use this one. Let's deal with these. Let's deal with this force. I think we'll attack this force for next episode as well. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to deal now with this Spanish force next episode. As you can see here, it's quite the fight we're going to have on our hands here. But we need to clear the Spanish forces away, and also from here because we've cut off our trade here as well. So we'll be moving probably General Ernok's force up to here as well once we've dealt with this force here. We'll replenish here General Monton's force, and then that will be then used. His force will then be used to counter the Spanish force that's further at the pit up here. As you can see here, got a force here. A Spanish force here is also what we're going to be dealing with. We've got a lot on our hands here, a lot on our plates. We've just got to manage. Thankfully, we're in a better position. We'll also have to use some of these forces here to probably move and defend. We can't let Paris fall at all. It'll move this force as well. This British force will be put together here and it will be striking. I'd like to know what you... Because remember, the Baltic is closed off to us. So where should we use the force we've just assembled here? outside London. We'll also have to reinforce London as well as Edinburgh as well, in case we get any surprise attacks there. But let me know what you think we should do, my friends. I followed your advice, and your advice has been absolutely wonderful. It really has. We're going to deal with the Spanish here in Paris. We might even move against the Spanish into Spain itself, maybe even attacking Madrid with an army group comprised of these two armies and an additional force pulled from Paris. We might strike them hard, maybe even land via an amphibious assault against Madrid. That would really put them on the back foot. But where does this force go now is when we've put together here in Britain, because the Baltic's closed off here. So what do? Do we use it with these two armies here to then strike Madrid, possibly ridding ourselves of Spanish in the one fell swoop? And then we can continue to fight into Italy as well and try and hold off this large Polish push. Hopefully Dresden will hold out as well. But my friends, I leave all of those questions and those answers in your capable hands. Please let me know what you think. Please let me know your advice, your comments, everything. It's been an absolute wonder. The support for all of my campaigns it really is absolutely been fantastic. I thank all of you for all of your wonderful support. It's been absolutely fantastic. You have no idea how much I enjoy reading your comments, replying to them, and also campaigning with you, my friends. You're always there on my right hand side, always. Whatever you do, my friends, please be safe. Hope you have a great weekend, and I'll speak to you very soon. But until next time, my friends, bye for now.